Hey, how's it going everyone? This is K Collections and this will be a quick breakdown on the strengthening quest we received. Most of the servants quests are out, but I still want to talk about how the skills improve the servants. Robin Hood's new skill gives him an improved survivability thanks to the evasion effect, while also giving him more offensive capabilities thanks to sure hits and the stars. Now, prioritize the evade effect over the other two. In boss battles, it's guaranteed that the enemy will use their NP attacks at least once, unless you kill them before then. In that case, don't worry about it. But that won't always happen, so you need a way to survive the attack, unless you don't care about your servants. In that case, you're just as bad as most Masters of Lancer. But realistically, enemies won't always evade even when they do have the skill. Now, the only time you should use this skill offensively is when combining it with his NP attack whenever your target evades. Ideally, perform a Brave Chain as he will be the only one who can deal damage. Overall, this skill gives Robin Hood options, which is always a good thing. For Blackbeard, it's very simple. He wants a harem, so build a team consisting of female servants, or you can throw in a trap to mix things up. For those who still don't know, Asopho's a dude. I'm positive I just broke the soul of a few people, but it's best you know now. And don't give me the whole FGO says his gender is a known thing. You're in denial. Romulus offers more support with his skill. Thanks to this ability, you can target one servant to either boost Buster performance or give them gut status. I say either because essentially you'll have to sacrifice one effect for another. If you want to increase Buster performance, then you'll most likely sacrifice gut status and vice versa. For Mozart, he gives you a shit ton of stars, not even joking. At max level, that's 50 stars, which means all normal attacks will crit for the turn. Since he's arts focused, this skill is great with servants who focus on arts and crit. Saber Lancelot is a great example. Speaking of Lancelot, this version gets an amazing new skill. Essentially, this will complete his role as a crit servant. He has a star generation and absorption skill, and now he has a crit damage skill, which are all fundamentals for a crit focused servant. The increase in NP gain is needed as well because he's not the greatest in that area. For Matahari, this skill is a great counter to enemies who spam their skills. However, lasting only one turn, you must time this skill a bit more compared to other skills. Use this skill mainly for its decrease in defense to deal more damage. Saint Martha has another awesome skill, one that removes buffs. Now, don't waste this skill on a target with only one buff. Save this to remove defensive buffs like defense up, evasion, or invincibility, or use this on a target with stacked buffs. Or if you want to deal more damage, then you can use this skill to reduce your target's defense as well. So, for Nero's angry uncle, his new ability is very straightforward. He has 3 Buster attacks. Use this when you can Buster Brave Chain, but the thing is, you're not always going to get the right attack cards, so having 2 Busters can work as well. Adult Liz has a 20-30 skill for 3 turns. Use this as early as possible so you can generate consistent stars. And reducing a target's crit chance can benefit you early battle. Berserker of Red has another HP recovery skill, but this time it enhances his Buster performance. Use this in combination with his NP, ideally performing a Buster Brave Chain. Since he'll most likely take damage by the time he uses his Noble Phantasm, the healing effect is a nice bonus. Archer of Red, which I still don't freaking have, gets a new skill that can help with NP gain, but obviously save this for the evasion effect. You want her to survive a bit longer, unless you're one of those horrible masters like I mentioned before. Blood Axe can now remove his debuffs. This skill also increases his max HP, and as a Berserker, the HP increase can keep him alive a bit longer. Steno has a new attack buffing skill, which allows her to support your team offensively. Build a team full of divine servants if you can to best leverage this skill. Here's all the servants with divine traits. Of course, servants from JP included. Just like any other attack buffs, you want to use this skill when you can deal significant damage for the turn, typically with NP attacks. The last servant on the list, Amia, gets a much needed upgrade. His Magecraft skill will be replaced with Projection Magecraft. A buff of all attack types is amazing. This will fix one of the biggest issues with Amia. Before this, he had some inconsistency, having 3 arts attacks and a arts buff while having a buster NP means there was a lack of synergy. Now with this new skill, his overall damage output increases, especially his NP attack. So, which servant will you strengthen first? For me, Lancelot is a top priority because I use him quite often. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more FGO content. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. As always, take care everyone.